SherryTalkRadio.com. I run a show Monday nights, 9 to 11, at Reality Radio Network. You can go to SherryShriner.com, TheWatcherFiles.com, HiddenCodes.com, CrystalCityFraud.com, OmegansAreLiars.com, NasaraSucks.com, and OmegansAreLiars.com and NasaraSucks.com both deal with this Omegan agenda to bring about the New World Order. And the Omegan agenda, they call themselves the Omegans, Lucifer's Last Days Army. Of course, they don't call it Lucifer. They go by the names Sananda, Demetria, and Germain, and Archangel Michael. And I do have something on my site at NasaraSucks.com where they admit that their leader is a tall, gray alien, that this Commander Haytan, who they claim is the creator god of the universe, and they also call him Archangel Michael. Well, in this piece I have on my site, they also admit he's a tall, gray alien. So you're going to believe that the creator god of this entire universe is a tall, gray alien? When the Bible says that God made man in his own image? And that's another thing that a lot of these government disinfo people come out with. You've got Zechariah Sitchin, who's a self-proclaimed guru on ancient Sumerian artifacts, and he touts their agenda. You know, he's used his government disinfo to push the alien BS and the alien agenda, that the aliens are our forefathers and creators, that mankind was created in test tubes. And that's the alien agenda, because they want people to think that we're subservient to them, that they're over us, and that they have a right to rule over us because they're our creators and our forefathers, and that they created us in test tubes. That's what they're coming out with, folks. And it's a lie. You know, man was created higher than the angels. You know, we rule over the aliens. They don't rule over us. But they turn it around. They want to make it look like we're slaves to them because they created us. They didn't create us. The Lord created us, you know, out of the ground, created us out of the clay out of the ground, and breathed his breath into us, the nostrils of life, and man became a living soul. They had nothing to do with it. All they were doing was sitting in the background watching. But they're coming up with a lot of lies. They're going to come up with some fake archaeological pieces. Watch them probably, you know, bring up the test tube. They'll probably find a test tube buried from millions of years ago. Look, this is where you were created from. You know, so look for a lot of lies, because they're going to come out lying. And they're going to do it, you know, charming, try to use charm for as much as that's worth. I don't know how much these, you know, anybody with half a brain could see right through them. And then you have the others, you know, Dr. Richard Boylan, who pushes this indigo and star children thing, like these hybrids are the next best thing next to pizza. And these are hybrid children, folks. These are not pure human children. These are alien and human children. And, you know, they're dangerous. They're not, you know, they can become very dangerous. You know, the hybrids of the past, when the Lord said that the last days would be as the days of Noah, which are days of Noah, we're back towards our beginning, those hybrids became cannibals when the food ran out. And so what do you think is going to happen in the last days when the food runs out, folks? And how many hybrids do we have in our midst today? You know, they're everywhere. Hybrids are everywhere. And then we've got the whole thing with soul scalping, replacing human souls with alien hosts. You know, they can take a person. Let's say you're an FBI agent and they want your job. What they can do is step into that FBI agent, have him arrested, thrown in prison, download his memories. An alien takes over his body, upload his memories into this alien that's taken over his body, and this alien can, from that point on, live and work and act like that FBI agent. Nobody knows any different. Nobody knows any different. He has that alien's memories. He knows everything about who the person whose body he took over. And this stuff's happening. This isn't fiction. You know, this stuff is happening. And that's one of the things that they can do. It's called soul scalping, soul sharing. And so they can do this. They have done it. All of our government agencies have been affected one way or another with having reptilian bosses. A lot of them don't even have pure human bosses anymore. They're reptilians, cloaking as humans. And this is prevalent in the intelligence agencies. And that's what they rule out of. And why would they focus on the intelligence agencies? Because they're an arm of the Vatican. And if Satan's seat in the heavenlies is in Orion, his earthly seat is the Vatican. He rules behind the scenes. He's not the Pope himself. Satan rules behind the scenes. The dragons control the Vatican. Their front man, is called the Black Pope. He's the one who controls and runs everything, the Black Pope. And the White Pope is just window dressing. He's just a yes man. You know, he just works his part of the agenda, whatever it is he's supposed to do, and everything else takes place behind the scenes. That wraps up the show this week, folks. Be back on next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. You can also catch my show next Monday night, 9 to 11, at SherryTalkRadio.com. We'll see you next week.
You're listening to Out of Time Radio.
Pork or chicken, but a fat Siamese. Yet the food tastes great, so you don't complain. But that's not chicken in your chicken chow mein. Seems to me I ordered sweet and sour pork, but Garfield's on my fork. He's purring here on my fork. There's a cat in the kettle at the Peking Moon, the place that I eat every day at noon. They can feed your cat and you'll never know. Once they wrap it up in dough, boys, they fry it real crisp in dough. Shaolin asked if I wanted more as he was dialing.
Characters developed out of conflict, not complement. Hi, I'm Frank Francis with today's Empower Minute. Have you ever noticed that when a person receives a compliment in a group of people, the people around don't really seem to notice that much? But if that same person receives an insult, the entire room suddenly grows silent. Why is that? Because everyone in the room knows they are about to observe an unexpected demonstration of that person's character. But what was meant for evil can be used for good if that person uses the insult as a personal growth tool. Conflict is not always personal. Sometimes it appears as trials and troubles. Remember, it's not that the trial comes, but to whom it comes that really counts. So, when conflict comes, welcome it as an opportunity to both build and demonstrate your character.
For more empowering messages, visit frankfrancis.com. Do you know someone with cancer, asthma, diabetes, allergies, chronic fatigue syndrome, multiple sclerosis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or any of the more than 80 serious chronic illness and autoimmune diseases out there? What if there were a major scientific discovery to support your own body's amazing ability to overcome almost any disease naturally? Would you want to know about it? Well, there is such a discovery. With chronic illnesses skyrocketing, our foods depleted of essential nutrients, and the environment being more toxic than ever, there's no time to waste. The truth is out there, backed by scientific studies of glyconutrients. Glyconutrients are the essential elements your body needs. Start today. Start now. Learn about the breakthroughs in the world of healthcare. Receive the information for free by emailing defeatsickness@yahoo.com. Request your free information by emailing defeatsickness@yahoo.com.